Hello you beautiful people of the internet, my name is XNSB Gaming and welcome to this tutorial video that I have for you today. Now this is a little bit different from my actual first video that I did yesterday or the other day depending when this video goes up, but where I went through every single bit of RPG Maker VXAs, showing you guys the basics if you're getting started in making games on RPG Maker. So what I'm going to be doing in this series, well, it's kind of linked to my first video. I'm going to be creating a game, so I'm not sure how many parts this will be. I reckon it'll be about until I actually finish the small game that I'm making to show you guys. Now the thing with this series is I'll still be like the tutorial videos, but I'm going to be going through how to make a game, mapping, events, basically everything. We're going to exclude scripting because there are a lot more events and I'm going to make a separate video for them, because they're just too annoying. So basically everything you'll see me doing is what you can do. It's simple. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is get that out of the way. So the first thing that I'll be doing is, well, to get things out of the way, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm thinking of it being about half an hour or 1 hour or even longer. But I'm just going to be, there'll be no editing, no cuts, no anything. It's just going to be simple, straight through, and all of that. Obviously, I will speed up some of the things that are a bit tedious and you don't really need to see. So, yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, let's just create a new project. This is exactly what you'll see when you first open up RPG Maker. If you've never used it before, you're just going to have a blank screen. You're going to go to File, and click New Project, and we're just going to name this YouTube. And obviously you can pick your directories where this is going to go, and just click OK, and then you'll see you get all of this. Well, you won't get this. I don't know why this has came up. Let me just set it to what you will actually see. And go to events. Okay, so when you first start up RPG Maker and create a new one, you'll see this screen and all of this. So yeah, that's that. So the first thing you're obviously going to want to do is close that. So the immediate thing you're going to want to do is go into your database, go over to System, and do all of this. Fill out everything in here, because this is like the basic stuff you'll be needing. So if you don't know what any of this is up here, go to my other video which I will link somewhere, and I'll go through everything you'll see here. And yeah, so I'm just gonna do this, set that to pounds, game title will be YouTube. Obviously there will be not title screen because of that. You can set the title screen, you can add custom ones if you want to be really designy, and then we're going to turn that off. Oh yeah, that was the thing I didn't show in the tutorial video, is terms. This is basically what your character, the person playing your game will be interacting with. So here we have new game, and you can change this to new game. Continue, shut down, you can change that to quit. To title, main menu, cancel is cancel. And yeah, this is basically what your character will see, or the person playing your game. And if you change these, you will need to go into the script editor and change them manually to what that says, otherwise it will not work. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is go to actors, change that to 1, and then, because that just gets rid of all of those pre-built ones. Now I'm going to put 10, just to give me some working space, and here you can start your characters. So let's just say I don't want a pre-built one over here. Again, you can create your own, but for this purpose of the video I'm just going to go to the character generator up here, and I can create my own without any efforts. So let's just quickly create a character. Heck will be with that. that, and that. And now let's go to face shape. We're gonna have that. Just gonna add that, and that will do. Now let's go to cloth, which is basically his clothes that you will see. It will be kind of, I will go for type 15, and then the color will be red. And none of that will be necessary. And now the first thing when you've created your character is you're going to want to, hang on, let me just do this quickly, there you go. You're going to see these two. You're going to want to save both of these, so go to output face, and what shall I name this character? I'll name it Sam, me here. And you're going to want to do it for both. Save as Sam. And then you're going to go back to your database, and then just fill out all of this. It doesn't have a nickname. We'll go on to classes later on. Sam is a person, I can't really think of a description right now. You're going to go to graphic, and then you'll see up here the ones with red. They're creative ones, or they're imported. So let's just go ahead and click and do that. So there we go. And then we'll go to our face graphic, and we'll pick mine. So there we go. We now have myself, and then we won't have any of that because we'll be changing this soon. Now let's go to classes. You don't really need a class for what game I'm going to be trying to make, but I'm just going to add some anyway. So let's just say you can have brick, stealth, fast, no, agility, and then ghost. No, that will kind of link into stealth. We'll just have them three for now. So let's say we go to brick. This is another thing I didn't really explain well on my other video, and that is parameter curves, because I don't think anyone will really understand what this is. So here we have our parameter curves. It's basically what the class is. It's gonna boost up your character's stats. So let's just say ATK here. This is simple. It's attack. You can change the attack power. So you can go to A, which is quick settings, or you can go to values, and I'll just set it to 1. In fact, no, hang on. We'll have it as, what would that be? So we'll have that to 1. Wait, yeah, there you go. I was getting confused because that. Yeah, so A is the highest, or you can do it manually with these here. So, since he's a brick, he's going to have high attack, which is bump that up some more. MHP, which is your health. So, he will have moderate health. This is MP is your magic. So, that's not really important for a game I'm making. Defense will be pretty low. Matter, this is basically magic again, so that's not really important. MDF, which is magic defense, not really needed. Agility, this is basically how quick he will move and how resistant he will be. So he's gonna have pretty low. And then here's luck. This is basically how much damage your character will do if he does a pretty strong attack. So that's that. I won't really go into that too much. So we've created brick. I'd say I'm more of a stealth, but for this purpose I'm just going to pick brick. So here we have our attacks, or skills. Important thing to remember, do not delete these two, attack and guard. These are required for your game the whole time. Do not delete these two. So what I'm going to do is quickly just select 2, so then we only have that. Now I'm going to add 20 just to give some working space. The reason not to delete these two is because they're already in the scripts of the game, or the software, and these two are required at all times, because if you didn't have attack, you would literally do nothing to enemies and it's going to be pointless. So items, not really needing to go into much detail of what these are. We'll just add about 20 working space again. Weapons, we'll change that again. and we'll just add 20. Armors, add 20 again. So this is the tedious thing that you have to do, and we'll leave them for now. This is the tedious thing that you have to do, is you just have to, it's the repetitive things and repetition of basically just doing the same thing over and over again, which is creating items, adding NPCs, characters, and all of that. So we're gonna just leave the states for now. Animations don't really need to go into them, however you can change them if you want. You know, experiment with them, you can create your own. I'll go into that into another video or later on. Tile sets, don't need to go into those. Common events, we'll get into them later on. Systems, we can fill this out if we want, but don't really need to. Window color, I'm going to go for black. Window color is basically if you have text or characters talking, it will be that. Sorry about that. So we're just going to hit OK. Next, what we're going to want to do is, we don't want this. We don't want to have this guy just standing in water. So we're just going to go ahead and create a main map where it's basically the big thing where you can explore. So we're going to just change this to world map and display name map. We're going to have field. We're going to make this a bit bigger, just some working space, because if it's going to have a big map, we're going to have new locations to spawn around with and all of that. So we're just going to zoom out a little bit. I'd say that is a bit too big, so we're going to go to height and just change that back down a little bit. There we go, that'll do. So let's go over to map. Map is where you can edit the actual place. So what we're going to do is we are going to get the fill tool and change it to grass. And then what you're going to do is go and just create little islands. So I'm just going to create the first island here. Obviously this is going to be a bit more detailed. We have another one over here. And then we'll have another one over here. And just smoothen out a bit. Then you're going to get your fill tool and just go around all of that. There you go, you have some islands. So we're just going to focus on this island for now. This is going to be the main one. And obviously you can make it so, let's just say if I wanted a snow area, you can add some of that, make it a lot more attractive if you want. Just add some little tiny bits like this. Actually no. So then we're going to have a bit of a rock area. Maybe a bit lava. Sorry, I'm not the best at mapping, but obviously you can have a lot of time to make a actual world map. But for now, that's what it's going to be. So then you can go here to the second part of the tile set, which is B. And here you can actually start making things that is going to make sense to what you're building. So this island I'm going to be on is going to be a little village. So you're just going to grab your pencil, and then you can hold down and drag to what you want. So let's just say if I drag down and I wanted all of that, use the pencil tool, and then just place it down. So I'm going to get a little bit of houses around here. Now the thing I suggest when you make these kind of world maps is to add a sign, and then that is what the player is going to need to go to if he's going to want to actually go into that world. So let's just add some of those. So that's that, and let's just add this because it looks cool. So now that you have that, we have a separate map. Now to start off with, if you don't want your character to start here, you can just drag him up here and he'll start there. But we don't actually want him to start here. We're going to add a little cutscene to actually introduce the character. So what we're going to do is right click this and add a new map, introduction, and we're going to have a interior. Display name is going to be home, and then OK, and there we have our introduction. We'll just move that to the top of the list if I can. Shift up. There you go. That did not work. Oh, that's just going to be there. So now we have our introduction. We're going to begin on that. We're going to go to tile set A, which is all the building blocks. You're gonna. The way I make houses on this is you're going to get the rectangle tool. Go down 2 on the tile set that this is. If they're usually grouped, so let's just say that this block here is linked with this one. So let's just say if I did this as the roof, you'll need this one. And then you're going to need to go down 2, and then you've created a wall. So then what you're going to want to do is go down like this, go across, add a doorway, like that. And then you can add bricks here if you want, just to make it look a lot nicer. Yeah, use the fill tool for this. So there you go, you'll have an interior or starting house. So then you can go into this one and get a bit decorative. So what I'm going to want to do is actually create another room. So we're going to add a room not like that. Let's say I'm going to add one here. There we go. Go down 2 just to add a bit of a wall there to make it look a bit more realistic. And then we have a room here. So then we're going to go here and create this. And then there we go, we have a bed. Better if I just use the paint tool for that. In fact, no, we'll go for this one. And then we'll create a house. So let's just add a few boxes. It's scenic, like that. Bam. We'll add a piano, why not? We'll add it right there. Few bookshelves here. And then we're going to create a kitchen. This is just me quickly rushing through and creating a little tiny introduction. So that is that. We have created a tiny little house, and we'll add a fireplace as well. Bam. So what we're going to do is for the scenic, we're going to go to graphic, go down to our flames, which is the animations, pick a flame. I'm going to pick that one, stepping animation, direction fix. That will basically make the animation work. It doesn't need anything, so when we play, there's going to be a little animation right there, which will be the fireplace, and I'll quickly show you that. Let me just delete this person here, which is our starting character, and then let's just set in there. So then when we play the game, just quickly go through this. There will be an animation there of the fire, which does look pretty cool. Obviously you can spend a lot more time on this, because I'm just going to quickly rush through this because it's a video. So I'm just going to quickly close this. So what we're going to do is create a cutscene of our character. So we're going to start him in the bed, and we're going to have a guy here walk through. So let's just create a character who will be a doctor. So we'll make him bold because that's usually what doctors look like. They're just bold. And he will have that. Cloth will be that. Accessories, is there anything that will be? Yeah, there you go. And then we'll have a doctor. Close. Then we'll go over to our actors in the database and actually create him. So we'll go doctor. Obviously he won't be called doctor, but that's what he will be. There we go, we have our doctor. So then we're going to create him as an event. So we're going to click the doctor there. Have him facing this way because he's going to be moving into the room. And we're going to have this as an auto run, so as soon as the game starts he will start this animation. So then we're going to want to map out the way he's going to walk, so we're just going to move this over to the side here. And as you can see, we're going to go double click him as an event. We're going, I think it's on number 2 is movement, set move route for this event. And in this event we're going to, this is basically the movement of the event manually. This is really good for making cutscenes and stuff, because you can control what the events do and all of that. So here we have this. You're going to want to do this very specific, otherwise it's not going to work. So the event's standing here, so we're going to want him to go to right 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to want him to go to the right 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And we're going to want him to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to make him move up 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to make him face the left side. So turn left. And then press OK. And then we have a move route for our event. So if we click OK, our event has been created. So then we can create the actual cutscene. So what we're going to make this doctor say, we're going to make him say, hey, you're awake then? And then you can add a conversation if you want. So then we're going to go to our character. Then we're going to make him respond. So we're going to go, in fact, no, a fun thing you can do, if you want a kind of Fallout kind of way of saying this, you can go to show choices, and go yes. Here you can disallow that. So here you have choices of what you want your character to say. So let's just go ahead and say yes, I'm awake. Yes, you idiot. No. Yes. Well, let's just be cheeky. Well, obviously. Then there you go, you have your 2 ways of saying. And then these create conditional branches. So if you say yes, I'm awake, you have a separate thing that this event will say. So let's say if you put I'm awake, we're going to make the doctor say, ah, that's good then. I'm just being really bland with this. So if you pick that, then he will say, that's good then. And then if you pick, well, obviously, and be really cheeky, you can make him say something else and be like, well, you're a cheeky one, aren't you? So then you have 2 different outcomes. So if you want someone to, it's kind of like an emotive system, which I can get into another video, where you can gain relationships with other events or characters. So let's just say if you're being really cheeky, you get a negative effect in a relationship with that character, which will make him more aggressive to you and all of that. And if you're more kind to him, he'll be willing to do stuff for you. So let's just quickly play test that and see what happens. So here we go, he's moving up. And obviously I cannot move during this. So you put, hey, you're awake then, and then you get two choices, and be like, yes, I'm awake. And then you go, ah, that's good then. And then it'll restart the whole thing. So what you're going to do is create a kind of conversation, and then you can make him stop completely. So let's just say I've forgotten how to do this. This is really bad. Oh, where is it? Break loop, there we go. So basically it breaks the loop, so then it can't let's just test that actually, just to make sure I'm not talking complete crap. Oh no, I know how to do it, sorry. It's not break loop. You're going to want to create a new event page with that character there, so you're going to make him just standing still. And this is a completely new event, so then we're going to just have him fixed facing us. So then you're going to go to this, and in fact this is where the self switch is coming into play. So let's just make sure. So this will be self switch A. So when self switch A is on, this event will activate. So let me just do a quick example. So after all of that is done, you can go to control self switch. Control self switch A is on. And you can turn it off if you want. So after this is all done, the whole sequence, it will go onto this one, and as you can see there will be nothing here. So let me just do a quick, because as you saw the event looped after it finished. So let me just show you this again quickly. And I'll do the other outcome this time. Here well obviously you're a cheeky one, aren't you? And then it just stops and he won't move. And I can't move either because I'm embedded into the wall. So that's that. That's how you can make simple cutscenes. And if you want to create a full conversation, you can just use text boxes. So I'm not going to go ahead and do a full introduction, but I'm just going to put well, I'm going to transport you to the world map so you can explore. Oh wait, so I forgot to mention, when you're creating text boxes, you're going to want to watch out for these little arrows here. So these are margins, so if you don't have a face graphic, you can go past here up to this one, otherwise it would just go off the screen. So since I'm using a face graphic, I cannot go past this, and if I do, it will go off the text. So we're just going to create a new line, the world map, and you're free to explore our land. So we're just going to copy and paste that one into there. And then after that we can just delete these control switch because we don't need it. The only way you're going to use the control switches is if you have a cutscene in an area you're walking around in. So let's just say if you had a cutscene and you walked into a room that had a cutscene, then the cutscene will not loop or anything while you're in that room, and it will actually loop around as many times as it feels like it. So after that we can have it transport us to the world map. So let's go on to movement, which is on section 2, is transfer player to world map, and then we're going to start him here. And then we can actually have a fade out here as well. So let's have a fade out screen. Okay, so then here we're going to have a constant thing that will happen, but let me just quickly test this. So let's just go into that. So this is just a simple cutscene if you want cutscenes. You're awake then? Yes, I'm awake. That's good then. Well, I'm going to transport you to, see what I meant there? It goes off the thing, the world map, and you're free to explore our land. So they will transport us, but we can't see anything because it's black. So how do we fix this? You say you're going to just put a random event in the middle of nowhere. Have auto run. Go to fade in, fade in the screen, and then you're going to go to erase event. So this will delete the event until you next come to this area. So let's just quickly play test that. Let's just see what happens. I'm just going to go through this cutscene again. Yes, I'm awake. That's good then. I'm going to transport you to the world map and let you free to explore our land. So then it should fade out, and it fades in, and we have this. We are now in the world map, and we can explore. Yay. So, next thing we're going to do is actually create the town. So there's going to be another mapping thing here, so sorry about that, I'm going to have to create a new one. Village 1. We're not going to have a display name, and then we're going to have exterior, and I'm going to make it relatively big. We don't want it too big though. That's big enough, and then we can go to A, and then go to mapping, create that. So then I'm going to teach you how you can make villages now, and how to actually make them so you can go into the building. So yeah, here you have a village building material. So let's say if I wanted a wooden house, let's just create a wooden house just here. Then we're going to want to add a roof, and there you go, we have a roof. So actually I'm going to create it in, so it's going to add health to your character each time you use it, and had a money system. So money systems will be a big part in what we're going to be doing. So let's just do that. The thing you're going to do is you're going to see a block that is completely black somewhere here. This is for your doorway. You're going to want to make it black, and there'll be a reason for that in a second. So let's go to B. I need to find the in, so there you go, in, right there. Then you can make it look a bit more fancy and add some windows. And there you go, you have your basic building. And now you're probably thinking, well, that's not a door, what are you on about? So this is where you're going to right click on the place you're going to have the door, go to quick event creation and have door. This isn't really important right now, the destination, so you can pick your door. I'm going to pick this door. Okay, and then you have a door. Now the good thing about creating quick events is it already has built-in things here. So the thing I suggest when you make doors is to remove this. Play SE move. It's just a really annoying sound that plays when you have a door, and it's really unnecessary. So next we have a tiny village there. We will just add a lake just in fact, let's be a bit creative and add a little lake just across here. Then do that, and then there you go. Actually, you're gonna, when you create any maps for example here, you're gonna kind of want it to make sense to what it actually is. So let's say if you had a completely circle island, you'd have a circle island circled by water, and it just makes a lot more sense to when you're playing it. And then there you go, we have a nice little area just chilling here. Or you can have that, but I don't really like that, to be fair. So we're just going to go back to that. So then we have a new destination to where we can go. So again, we're going to create an event of where we're going to go. It's going to be a action button, so when you press the enter button on it. And then we're going to have show choices and all that. So we're going to do, are you sure you want to go to village 1? Press OK. And then you're going to have a choice. Just leave it as that. And then have disallow. So then when you click yes, it will transport you to that place, so let's just quickly do that. Transfer player to the village 1. Okay. And then if you don't really need to put anything in though, just leave it blank. And then okay, then you have a simple yes or no question, which can interact with the characters. And then we are going to create an inn now. So let's go to village 1, create a new map within village, and put inn. Display name will be inn interior. Okay, so now we've created a group with village 1 and this will be inn. So let's just create an indoors of the inn. Just gonna try and do this as quickly as possible. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so there you go. We now have an inn. Well, a basic little building. So then we can go to the fill option, add a floor. Floors are up here, and then bam, we have a floor. And then we're going to create a desk now. So let's just create a desk. Here we've created the desk. And then we can add an upstairs as well. So if we're just going to have a random guy just standing in there, so let's just create another event. That's not an event, just erase that. Event, we're going to have a guy standing here. We're just going to have a pre-built actor. For now, I think it's on people 2. Come on, there he is. This guy, I use this guy for everything. And then we're gonna have a show text and find his face graphic was in people 1, I think. No, 2, 3, 4, there he is. And then gonna have welcome to the inn. Enjoy your stay. Oh no, we're not gonna have it on that guy. Oh, for God's sake. People for that one. And then we're gonna have it here. And then you're just gonna have it invisible and bam. Then you can interact with him. So now let's make an upstairs. Obviously I'm not gonna go into full detail of how to map. I'm sure you can figure out by yourself. So now let's just create an upstairs. I'm gonna go for this one. Have that. Create some stairs. Going upstairs. And then we have some steps. And then what you're going to want to do is go and actually create an upstairs. So let's go to inn. Upstairs. Yeah, and then we're gonna have to actually just add an interior. Okay. Doesn't really matter how big this is, I'm just gonna go ahead and oh god. I'm just gonna quickly make this. Oh god, I've broken it already. No. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. And then go to fill. And then add some beds. That's what we're gonna do. Actually, no. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go upstairs and add some stairs. leading down. And then we can create a little wall to stop players from going down through that way. And we're going to create a bed. Where are the beds? So there we go, we have some beds. So now we're going to add an event on that bed, which will make it so we have to pay to use it. So let's just go to, are you sure you want to sleep in this bed? It will be £5 to sleep in this bed. And then we're going to have a show choices, yes or no. And then we're going to have a conditional branch. Now, conditional branch basically means if you have something in your inventory, for example, I'm going to have gold. So let's just say if you have 5 gold or more, it will let you sleep in the bed. And if you don't have 5 gold or more, you can have it say something like, you do not have enough money to sleep in this bed. And then if you do, we're going to have change gold, which is your money, decrease it from 5, and then have a fade out screen, which will show the illusion that you're sleeping. Wait for 60 seconds. Or 60 frames, which is 1 second. And then we're going to have a fade in screen. So there we go. There is our in. We have a simple thing there. So now let's actually create so we can go inside the in. So let's just create a auto touch, player touch, transfer the player to the downstairs. Just go to in, downstairs, and then we're just going to quickly paste that now. Then we're going to copy it again, do it on this bit. So what we're going to do is change this, oh god, and then change it to go upstairs. I mean, this can get a bit repetitive, so, and if you're still watching this video, then congratulations. So now we're gonna have it to lead outside. So if we want to leave, change this for us to go outside. Village 1 outside. Do it for both. Oh, we might have to add a door sound here, which will make it more believable, which I can get from village door here. Open. But first we're going to go here, which is already pre-built, and go to transfer player. And that is to transfer the player into the inn. Just make him go there. And then apply. Now let's go back to the inn. And then create door open. Door open. And then we're going to make it so we have a auto run to give us gold, so we can test this. So 5. And then we're just going to do a quick test of this. So hopefully this will work properly. Yes, I'm awake. Now we've been transported to the world map, and then we can press enter on our sign, which I haven't done. Oh my god. Can't believe this is happening. You don't want it same as character. I need to do that for the in as well. Same as character. Okay, so let's try that again. New game. Yes, I'm awake. Let's try that again. Are you sure I want to go to the village 1? No. Yes. And then here we are, we have been transported to village 1. Then we're going to go inside our inn. And that did not work because of the auto run thing. Oh god. Erase event. Sorry about this, guys. Don't know how long I've been recording, but I might end it after this. So let's go. Yes. Go inside. And then we should have been given £5, yes. Can we interact with this guy? Yes, we can. Can we go up the stairs? Yes. Can we go down the stairs? Yes. That works all fine. Can we use the bed? I sure want to sleep in this bed, which will be £5. No. Sure want to sleep in this bed? Yes. And then it should have taken our money away, but I didn't actually do that. So that's basically that. I'm going to... Oh no, I'm going to quick... Nah, I'll do that in another video. So what you're going to do is get this... Is not that... Go to change gold. Decrease your gold by 5. Okay. So then we're just going to save it here, and that should be that for this video, guys. That's basically the first video on how to use events and create cutscenes and create an inn and a basic money system. So that will be that. The next video I will be doing a simple quest that you need to do. Well, you can create it, you can make it do anything, add cheats to your game, and more. And I'll be showing you how to make a basic shop too. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.